When it comes to choosing a webinar provider, know your numbers. Today's video and associated training article at my website are the fourth in a series about choosing webinar providers. And today it's all about knowing your numbers. So let's get started. Before choosing your webinar provider, it's essential that you've got three types of numbers under control. You need to know these numbers before you choose a webinar system. Number one is all about the pricing and the purchase conditions. Make sure you understand the price, and I mean understand it. Don't just look at the dollar figure. Is it a monthly figure? Is it an annual figure? Is it a lifetime figure? Different webinar systems promote their products and price them very differently. So make sure you understand those numbers and understand the exact price that you're going to be paying. Understand also, is there going to be an additional price for any upgrades that might happen in the future, or are you going to get them automatically as part of your purchase? Understand the purchase decision that you're making. Also, as part of this, you need to understand the conditions of purchase, if there's anything unusual. So just scan the website, scan the terms and conditions of the purchase, just to make sure there's nothing unusual there that's going to take you by surprise. Number two is about maximum participation numbers. Most of the webinar systems have a maximum cap of how many participants or attendees you can have on your webinar. Now you need to be careful that you're comparing apples with oranges when you compare different webinar software systems here, because some of them actually apply to the number of attendees, the number of people who are available to be on your webinar, and other systems have the maximum registration numbers. They're two very different things. If you have 70 people register for a webinar, but only 25 people turn up, that makes a big difference if you're using software that only allows you to have 25 people attending as opposed to 25 people registering. So understand that difference. Is the pricing based upon maximum registration numbers or maximum attendee numbers? Maximum attendee numbers is much better, in the sense that you can oversubscribe your webinar, have more registrations than that, but still be able to handle all of the people within a lower cap of attendee numbers. Does that make sense? I hope so. So think it through and scan the purchasing information before you purchase to make sure that you're going to have the maximum number of attendees, whether it's registrants or attendees, that's going to work for you. For more information about this particular component of the purchase decision, go to the article on my website. The link is down below for a little bit more information to help you.
Drive it home, Damian, drive it home!
The third part of Know Your Numbers is to know the phone number. Yes, the phone number. Know the phone number that you call for support with your webinar system. Sometimes things go wrong, and sometimes you might just have a problem making something work or getting it right. So know what your support options are. Now, many webinar software programs don't intuitively offer phone support. So if they do, that's actually a bonus. But if they don't offer phone support, know the email address, the website approach, know the forums and messaging systems, understand all the support options you've got so that you can get help when you need it, whether it's from the actual suppliers of the software or maybe a community or a Facebook group that supports it as well. So it's reassuring to know what your support options are so you can get help and you can get solutions to the problems you encounter when you're using the software. If you're a regular of these videos, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. But today I want to tell you about something that's not video content. Do you sometimes wish when you're in the car or on the gym or in the shower that you wish you had something to listen to so you could learn about webinars more effectively? If you're a webinar fanatic like I am and you want to get the chance to take advantage of those opportunities to do more learning, then there's a podcast for you, the Webinar Skills Podcast, hosted by yours truly. And I'm very excited about the Webinar Skills Podcast. It's only just been recently released and it's going great. So if you want the chance to listen to top class webinar presenters like John Lee Dumas, like Rick Mulready, like Joe Daniel, like George Cow and Kate Erickson, then tune into the Webinar Skills Podcast. You'll find it on iTunes or Stitcher Radio. Search for it, Webinar Skills Podcast, or click the link below to go to the Webinar Skills Podcast. Please have a listen to one of the episodes. I hope you love it. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope today's video and the series that I've been doing on helping you choose the right webinar provider has been helpful to you. If you've got questions or comments, please look below and tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what's working for you. Ask any questions that you've had, and I'd love to get back to you and help you however I can. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and have an awesome day. Welcome to Webinar Chat 101. Today's video is the second in the series about webinar engagement. Now, if you take experienced webinar presenters and ask them what's their top